left it 2 years later, there were 86 clubs. We'd had the second conference, had over 900 people, and we had lots of money in the treasury.
Right.
And what year did you start it?
56.
In 56.
That's the year you were born.
Yeah. Hey, boss, not us. Not us.
That's all right.
No, you got to go around.
You're jumping around.
You got to.
1956.
1956, yeah.
Yep.
And the first conference, I take a lot of pride in this. We did the whole thing ourselves. There was no conference.
Before that.
They had a Sunday afternoon picnic, a one-day thing, and they had started that around 38 or something like that. So, but I said, how can we got people in Stamford, Connecticut, up in Bangor, Maine, how can we have a Saturday afternoon? So I decided to go and we'd gone to the university before for a day program when John Blondell was president of the thing. So I went to the university and I made arrangements for the dining commons, for the dormitories, for the lecture rooms,
right.
Everyone had to do. We had to do all the registration.
Beginning, that's the start.
We had to assign all the rooms. We did everything. And we charged $14 for the weekend. And
Wow.
and only had a $2 registration fee, and the second year there was 500 people. The third year there was 900, and by 1962 we had 2,200 people.
2,200.
And we were over 100 member clubs in the council. So, and they had all kinds of money. Now they give big scholarships and everything else.
Yeah.
All right.
And now of course I get in trouble because I complained. I was their sacred cow giving the scholarship out to some kid and I said, we're an organization of amateur photography, avocational people who
Right.
do it leisure time pursuit.
Right.
We aren't professionals. Why should we be we should be helping our clubs to promote
Photography.
leisure time photography as a hobby.
Right. Creativity.
That's what
right.
the clubs are all about. And I get pissed off because they love to give their big bonus every year to the student. And it was good PR, no question about that. But I thought it was wrong.
Yeah.
Not really understanding, what the nature of our
What the purpose was,
organization was.
Yeah.
And so,
So at a certain point, you broke away from them.
they threw me out.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's a long story there.
Yeah, it's a long.
He got the shaft. It's a long story. but
Okay.
Yeah.
He got the shaft.
Even though you started the whole thing.
What happened was, one of my best friends, Bob Strindberg, I don't know if you remember him, but he was my closest friend. We went to a lot of conventions together. And he was very sick, and he wanted to do a program at the conference. So I said I'd put it together for him. So I spent several evenings in his basement and picked out a whole bunch of slides and put together a beautiful memorial. It turned out to be a memorial program. He died in the meantime.
Right. And the thing is all his good slides, all his really excellent slides that you put the program together for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I put them together and with music and a nice narrative, and it was a memorial to him.
Right.
And I gave it 5 times at the conference. I kept repeating it throughout the conference.
Right.
And everyone was filled up. So,
Keep going,
but
boss.
then in the meantime, his wife, somebody had told his wife, I think it was Everett Wilson, that I was going to keep the slides.
Oh God.
And she had dollar signs.
Yeah.
At that point, they were selling slides to magazines and stuff and getting money. And she had dollar signs in it, and that she panicked. She actually hired a cop to be there and make sure I turned them over.
No. Really?
After I did, and actually, and I did, and I wanted to keep it together and show it around New England to all the
Right,
cameras.
right.
Everybody wanted
See,
for
at the
their
memorial.
club. You
Exactly.
know, I keep it
She
together.
didn't
pretty
trust
good.
you.
But she really panicked, and it became very bitter.
And the police came into the
Yeah,
into the hall where
Yeah.
he was presenting.
yeah,
and-
and made sure that I
Yeah.
didn't run off with this. You know, can you imagine?
Mm.
And these are all people who I made famous.
Right, right.
As officers in the council. This is a big thing in the country.
Wow.
And so when I finally I wrote a letter afterwards to the committee and said, look, I'd like to sit down and talk to you, but there's a lot of misunderstandings here.
Yeah.
And I got a letter back from Everett Murchie. He said it's the unanimous opinion of this board that we aren't interested in anything you have to say.
Oh boy.
Really?
And they
you
threw
imagine?
and they threw you out, huh?
Well, that was it.
That was
I
it,
walked out. I
Yeah.
would have nothing to do.
Yeah.
That was so heartbroken. That
What year was that, Les?
83.
Okay.
That was 83. And so